I'm gonna eat it first. Hey everybody, I'm Kim. Welcome back to Avenues of Wisdom. I shed all things on light, love, and wisdom if you haven't been here before. This week I'm doing an episode on Love Your Community. Love Creamery, this place, I love their ice cream. I love their message for their community. They're a staple in Duluth. I got a chance to interview their owner, Nicole Wilde. I'm so excited. The ice cream's delicious. Come check it out. So I got Nicole Wilde here. She is the owner of Love Creamery. And she's an ice cream enthusiast. I love Love Creamery. I've been here so many times. I love their ice cream and I love their message. And I really appreciate how you guys connect with your customers too. You can understand it's pure and you have an emphasis on everything local. So I want to make sure I spotlight you.
Yeah.
My first question is, what is the message that you have for your community?
Yeah, I think the name of the business kind of says it all. Obviously we make ice cream, and that's just sort of our muse, something we love. But I am really big about, always have been, about being a good member to your community. I think people define those in different ways, but for us, I just feel like, especially today more than ever, that being there, showing up, doing what you can, being kind, connecting with people, even sometimes stretching yourself to just make somebody's day, or make somebody feel better, or just even, just be there to have a relationship is pretty much what we're about. And the love is just that. I mean, love rules. Love wins, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. Love wins all. I wanted to get a question for you on your journey, because you started out, your first job was a custard stand outside of Milwaukee, and you had a dream.
It's funny because I didn't know back then that was my dream. I was just working a job and really enjoying it. I think what's interesting about, so I was like a car hop. It was like after the whole 50s thing. I grew up in the 80s, and so it was kind of a nostalgic thing. And we served custard. The place was called the Kilty, I think what really happened there is when you serve the custard, which is just a really super rich ice cream. Yeah, it is great. People were happy. So here you have this job, you think you're just running food around, but people were just excited to be there, and they loved eating it, and they were out with their family or on a date. So I never really thought about it at that time, but later on in life, as I was thinking about starting a business, it was like, oh yeah, that was good. That's a fun place to be, because people are typically in a good mood, or and sometimes not in a good mood. They just want to be cheered up, right? So they're coming out for a treat. And then my piece, probably bigger, is I've always been interested in food. I lived in the Caribbean for a while when I was in my early 20s, and my mom gardened, so there was this history there. But that was when I really connected with food in a way that I had no idea. I mean, fish popping out of the sea because someone was fishing, and they'd bring it by in a wheelbarrow, with a machete, and go boom, and cut it up, and here you go. Or just the person next to me who made bread out of this brick oven they built, or the fact that I had a mango tree in my yard, I had an avocado tree in my yard, I had an orange tree in my yard. Pepper trees, I didn't know that they could grow year round, because they die here in our weather, but if it's warm, just all these things that were really curious to me, and I've always been into nature. That's when I really was and then all of the recipes, So from there, I got really into agriculture and started farming. And then, when I thought about what can I do that would be local and people would love, and I guess it came back to my roots. Something simple I did early on, and now that's what we do.
And it's so important that you guys source locally. And I know you said your mom was a gardener and she was a cook, and that kind of influenced how you do everything nowadays. And you have partnerships with Positively Love Bakery.
Yeah, we love Positively 3rd Street. At work, just trying to source a local dairy was incredibly difficult. It took me several years to find one, and then it was somebody else was doing that dairy, and we were sharing recipes. And then right before I opened the store, that dairy broke down. It was organic dairy in Osceola, Wisconsin. It was terrible. And then we needed to find another dairy, and so we found one and worked with them on creating our mix. And it's a partnership, because even during this COVID, there's all these challenges with what's going on with demand with milk, and making sure we can work with them and help them, and they can help us. So our dairy, and then we have lots of other ingredients. Our honey. We work with a bunch of little farms. Somebody will come and say, "We got some pumpkins."
Yes, that's what I love.
Those are my pumpkins, right? It's not a huge pumpkin patch, but it's we can make that into ice cream, right?
Yes, it's local.
Yeah.
And it's you've been on this huge journey. What is one lesson you've learned? Self-finance.
Yeah. I think I guess for me, follow your heart, right? And stick with it if you have something. It's I feel like perseverance and be kind, and be kind to the people around you, because then they help you too along your journey. Yeah.
And it's fall now.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I know you guys are featuring the apple pie sorbet.
Yeah, so we partnered with the Rustic Inn. They make fantastic pies up the North Shore. We actually, my boyfriend and I have a house right by Castle Danger Road, which Rustic is in on, so I'm very familiar with the pies there. So we got pies from her. Beth is her name. She's awesome. Yep, and then we partnered with Zina's Tea Works, so we've got our chai coming out. It was just like a ball of pie spice. It's not pie, but it's got that spicy, lovely tea flavor. We'll be doing the pumpkin. We're just figuring out what we want to do this year with pumpkin. We want to maybe spin our ideas up a little bit. We'll be getting into, we've got a carrot cake, because everyone's harvesting now. We even at our little farm have too many. We give a ton of carrots to the Damiano Center, so we planted too many. Yeah, but trying to take some of these other types of things that we eat that actually have local ingredients in them. We've got all these kind of squashes. You've got apples. We have apple sorbets. So we've got a bunch of apples we made, and we actually found a whole thing of cranberries recently that are on a tree right now. We're gonna go pick those, and we figure out what we're gonna do with those. And cranberries will be harvested, so that will probably be coming out.
Yeah.
There's just all these things that are that fall kind of things that people preserve.
Yeah.
We'll probably putting those in ice cream.
There's so many options.
There is so many options. Oh my gosh, there's so many options.
So many options. Make sure everyone comes out, visits Love Creamery. Everyone hear the whole message, the whole vibe. It's very unified and unity, and I'm glad to sit down with you.
Yeah, thank you
for your time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I thank everyone here.
Yep, love rules.
Cool.